The air in the chamber was thick with the dust of ages, and the low thrum of ancient mechanisms. Inquisitor Valerius Draxus stood before the vault, its 3 concentric rings of adamantium sealed by centuries of ritual and sigil script. For 1,000 years, his sector's lineage of Inquisitors had guarded this place, their sacred and terrible duty to ensure the Terminus Decree remained untouched, but the omens were dire, the warp storms growing, and a heretical shadow was consuming the segmentum. The time had come. His gauntlet, a relic powered by a captured psyker's mind, glowed with an eerie blue light as he began the rites. He spoke the litany of unbinding, each word a slow, painful echo in the silent vault. With a groan of tormented metal, the outer ring retracted, revealing the second. He repeated the process, reciting the names of the Emperor's lost premarchs, his voice breaking with the weight of the moment. The second ring fell away, and then the third, until all that remained was a single obsidian sarcophagus. It was not built by human hands. Draxus knelt and placed his palm on its cold surface. He felt a psychic chill, the unblinking gaze of 1,000,000 souls watching from the throne. A final hidden mechanism unlocked with a whisper of escaping gas, and the sarcophagus lid slid open. Inside, nestled on a bed of crystallized psychostone, was not a scroll or data slate, but a single black cube of unknown origin. It pulsed with a faint internal light, and its surface was covered in a script that burned into Draxus's mind. It was not a language, but pure will, an unshakable command from the Emperor himself. He reached for it as his fingers closed around the cold, slick surface. The cube's contents flooded his consciousness. It was a single, terrifying truth. The solution to the long war was not salvation, but annihilation. The Terminus Decree was a final order to purge entire stellar regions, not for heresy, but for the slightest chance of contamination. It was a scorched earth protocol, a last resort to deny the great enemy an ultimate victory. He saw maps of stars to be extinguished, the names of trillions who would be cleansed for the greater good of the Imperium. The psychic shockwave hit him like a physical blow. He staggered back, the cube falling from his grasp. The air was no longer just dusty. It smelled of ozone and burnt flesh. The terrible, cold logic of the Emperor's final law resonated within his skull. It was not an act of rage, but one of pure, dispassionate survival. To save the Imperium, he decreed that parts of it must be destroyed.